Hello friends, this video on linear programming part 2 is brought to you by examfear.com. No more fear from exam. Before watching this video, please make sure that you have watched part 1. So let's discuss the graphical way of solving the linear problems. So in graphical ways, we have something called feasible region, feasible solution, infeasible region, infeasible solution, and optimal solution. See, how we solve is we have some constraint, a lot of constraint. For example, we have x plus y is less than 10, one constraint. So let's suppose this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and this is also 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, right? So my x plus y is less than 10 will be something, these values. Correct? These values in this area, x plus y less than 10, and I have x greater than 0 and y is greater than 0. So if you club all these three conditions, that is, my x should be greater than 0 this area, y should be greater than 0 these areas, and x plus y less than 10 these areas, right? So what you get is this common area, only this common area. So if you see this area, the common area is my feasible region, and any point in these are feasible solution, and the point outside feasible region is called area outside feasible is called infeasible region. All this area outside feasible region, and any point on these infeasible region are called infeasible solution. And optimal solution will always be inside this. It will be in the feasible region. That is, optimal solution will be part of feasible solution. Correct? So to find optimal solution, what we do? We draw the graph of all the constraint. We get one area that is common to all this constraint, right? And whatever area is there that is common to all is my feasible region. So in this example, if you see, I got a closed area. Sometimes we even get open area. For example, in the same equation, if I say x plus y is greater than 10, x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0, let's suppose this case. So my feasible area here will be, let's suppose this is my equation for x plus y greater than 0, 10, right? This is the equation for x greater than 0, and this is for y greater than 0. So the area where all these three collapse, that is these area, these all area, right? This all area, these are all my feasible region. So this guy is bounded because this guy is bounded by a boundary, and I can see some convex figure. This guy is unbounded because it goes to infinite. So we can have an unbounded solution, unbounded region, and a bounded region also. So, but to cut the matter short, feasible region is the region where you get feasible solutions, right, which conforms to this constraint. Infeasible region is any region outside this constraint, and you don't get any solution. And optimal solution is nothing but a part of feasible solution. Correct? Let's take one theorem. The first theorem says that if R be a feasible region, of a linear programming problem, and this is a convex polygon, that means it's a bounded region. For example, in this case, I get something like this, right? Something like this. As I told, x plus y is less than 10, and x is greater than 0 and y is greater than 0. So in this case, if you see, I get this guy as my feasible region because x is greater than 0 is this, y is greater than 0 is this, and you have this x plus y is less than 10 is this, right? So let's assume this guy is 10 and this guy is also 10. So in that case, the theorem says optimal values occur at the corner point. So in this case, the corner point is this, this, and this. So one of these will give you the optimal, that is maximum or minimum value. That is a theorem, and that is somehow derived from this maxima minima theorem. We have this, we generally draw this graph, and then we say that at turning points, right, we get the maximum or minimum, right? Similarly here also, at this points, corner points, right, we get maximum minima. For example, if you have some feasible region like this, this is a feasible region, then these 4 points will be taken care. Just taking an example, some scenario where you get this is feasible region, right? So in feasible region, the approach is you find the feasible region, find the corner points, and then one of these will be a solution for the optimal value, because optimal value will occur at the corner point. Similarly, in the case of derivative, you have seen, you have the graphs and you see that the maximum and minimum value will occur at this the turning point. Similar concept is applied here, where it says that the optimal values occur at the corner point. Currently, I don't have proof for this. Maybe a lot of complex things are involved in this, but I see a similarity between the derivative and this, where we say that the optimal value occurs at the turning point. Here I'm taking that the optimal value occurs at the corner point. So this theorem is true for bounded region. If you have a bounded region, this is true. But what about unbounded? What should we do in that case? So for that we have a theorem 2. So it says that if the region is unbounded, right, it says optimal value may exist or may not exist. But if it exists, it should exist at the corner. So one thing is, if it is closed kind of area, the optimal value has to exist, and these will exist at the corner points. If it is unbounded, optimal value may not exist, but if exists, it exists at the corner points. Now the second question is how to find if the optimal value exists or not, right? So in that case, so if let's suppose m is the maximum value of this objective function z, so I want to maximize the profit, and I got some 3 points. For example, I got something like this. I got something like this. This is my region, unclosed region, right? So let's suppose this guy is x is 0, y is 5. This guy is, let's suppose, x is 3, y is 0, right? And this guy is 0, 0. So if you see, my optimal region is this area. The corner points are 0, 5, 0, 0 and 3, 0. Correct? So what I do is I take all the corner points, and let's suppose I'm looking for the maximum value. In that case, the maximum value which I get, and I say that I find this equation. If this equation is not having any common point with the physical region, then my m is the maximum value. For example, if this equation is nothing but something like this, and this is the area, other half, right? Because a line will divide this plane into 2 halves. If this is the case, in that case there is no mapping of this area with this area. I say that yes, maximum value exists, and that is the point of maxima. But if instead of this I have something like this, and this is the area, then you see there's a mapping between this equation and the area which we got, right, feasible region. In that case, if there is a common point, then no maximum. Only if there is no common, then maximum. So the rule is no common, then you get optimal point. In both cases actually. So in case of minima also, if let's suppose m is the minimum value, then instead of greater than m, we take small less than m. Please note, ax plus by was the objective function. So we try to find the equation for this, and reason for this. If there is no common point, that means yes, my m is the minimum value. For example, here also same thing, let's suppose this is my reason, minimal reason, and these are the points. We'll take same guy 0, 5, 3, 0 and 0, 0, right? Now we'll find all the values, whatever you get for this. Let's suppose we got 36, 82, 98. This is nothing but the value of ax plus by putting x as 0, 5, 0, 0 and 3, 0, right? All these values. Then we take the minimum value. And then we say that ax plus by is less than 36 m, because we got the value of m now. If this equation, for example, if this equation is this, if this guy is not interfering with this region, no interference, that means optimal exists. But if there is an interference, that means optimal doesn't exist for that particular question. Correct? So I think we'll solve more examples to get the concept clear. But the concept is that if you have the closed bounded region, corner points will give you maximum and minima. If you don't have closed bounded region, if you have unbounded region, then in that case, you first find the corner point. Then if you're looking for maxima, find all the objective values which you can get. Find the maxima in that, and then create one more function, ax plus by is greater than m. See if this particular line is interfering. If there is no interference, whatever maxima you have found is the actual maxima. If there is interference, that means whatever maxima you find is not the actual maxima, and the maxima is not defined for that. There is no maxima value. Similarly, in case of minima, you find the reason, you find the points, you find the values, you get the minimum value, you form this equation ax plus by less than 36. Find the reasons which it cuts. If this region interferes with the unbounded region, that means there is no optimal value. So, no common interference, that is optimal. If there is an interference, things are not optimal. Correct? So, to find optimal value in such case, there should not be any interference. Please note, no common interference, that is optimal. To understand this more, let's assume that my constraint is x plus y is greater than 5. This is my constraint. And with this I draw, this is my undefined region. This is 0, 5 and this is 5, 6. Now I say find the maxima value of this. Find the maximum value of, let's suppose, x plus y. Here my objective function is also x plus 5. I want to find the maximum value of this. If you see there is no maxima, there is not defined, it can be infinite also. I am saying x plus 5, y is greater than 5, it can be 10, 20, 30, 40. There is no maxima defined for this. Right? So in this case, maxima is not defined. When I say find the minimum value of x plus 5, I can say that the minimum value of x plus 5 is 5. So in this case, if you see, the maxima is not defined and the minima is defined. So, and this is the example of unbounded region. The feasible region is unbounded. So in this case, if you see, the maxima is undefined, but the minima is defined. Correct? Thank you. Visit examfear.com to watch free educational videos, try free online tests, get the best quality study materials, study from the best tutors and mentors, and much more. Thanks once again.